Now, you mentioned your register earlier in this segment.
Yeah,
Do you prefer to sing in your upper register or your lower one?
both. I can't pick again. I can't pick. Oh, I can't honestly.
Welcome to Revelations, the place where we communicate truth to power. I'm Cole Johnson, and I'm so glad you're able to join me. Our next guest, she has a unique style of songwriting which draws inspiration from Kate Bush, Ben Howard, and Taylor Swift. Her vocal delivery has been compared to Adele and Paloma Faith. However, she also is not just a singer. Many would call her a triple threat in the world of entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, singer, songwriter, actress, and model Chloey Rose. And this is her revelation. So, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm very well, thank you. Wow, what an entrance, what an introduction. I just love that. Thank you, Cole.
Oh, no problem. I figured that you're worthy of such an introduction,
Oh.
considering that you wonderful personality, and it's always a pleasure. I feel like you're a guest in my home, and yeah, go ahead and just walk to the refrigerator and grab whatever you like.
A nice chilled vibe. I like that, Cole. I like that. No, it makes you
Definitely.
feel comfortable and welcomed. Very nice.
Good, good. And so we want everybody to feel even more comfortable with you. Uh, since you're a first time guest, we might as well open the way. Now, and open the way, conversation starts when vulnerability enters the room. Now, I can peg you in many different places. I would automatically assume you're from Great Britain, but I do not want to assume that. So I guess the two questions I have to ask you would be, one, did you grow up in Great Britain? And two, do you still live there now? I guess it's a three-pronged question. And three, how was your upbringing wherever you were?
Oh, I like all these questions. Yes, so I'm from Great Britain.
Mhm.
I live in a small seaside town in Cleethorpes, so we've got the beach. I love going around to the beach a lot with my family, which is always nice. And yeah, definitely, I feel like it's really important, especially in the industry as a songwriter and singer. It is important to have that support, to have that network of people, whether friends, whether family, that are there for you. And yeah, I've been incredibly lucky to have a great family, and I love them to bits. Definitely kept me determined and helped me persevere throughout my career. So yeah, I love them lots.
Good. Good. Well, describe them for me. Your the family that you love the bits. Well, why do you love them to bits? And what were the things that they taught you to persevere and to uh, go forward to the dreams that you are now making reality?
Yeah, so since I was really, really young when I first started singing, um, my mum and my dad used to come to every single singing competition, every single place, every single event. They were there, you name it. And you know, they've always, I think what's been nice is they've always believed in me and always said, you know, that you have got a great voice. I feel like you've got something different and you have something to offer. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons that's made me keep going and keep persevering, because it, you know, it's not been an easy road as well, you know, in the industry, entertainment, you know yourself, it is hard. It's not like you can click your fingers and wow, you're there, you know. It's a long time to build, you know, build yourself up really. And yeah, I'm continuing to do that, and it seems to be going well so far, so fingers
Mhm.
crossed. But yeah, it is thanks to my mum, my dad. Yeah, my mum's a nurse and very, very caring, very kind. My dad's got the banter, dry humor, hilarious. So yeah, I love my dad. I just love them all. Oh gosh, what am I like? But yeah, great family. I'd say, but you know.
Oh, I love it. I love that you gush over them. That is awesome. That
Oh,
is so awesome. So, growing up, obviously you have taught singing, so I know that's one creative influence that you've had, or that you pulled from a lot of creative influences from that realm. Uh, I'm sure you pull from others. So, what were your creative influences when you were growing up?
oh gosh. I say this quite a lot because I'm a massive fan of Kate Bush. I know she's doing massive at the moment. If you've seen Stranger Things, which is insane,
Oh
her
gosh, yeah.
song "Run Up That." Have you seen it, Cole? It's so
Y-
good.
Yes, I
Yeah.
have. Mhm.
And yeah, running up that hills throughout, been playing throughout that new season. But from being young, I have been obsessed with her. Sounds a bit crazy, really, but she is so theatrical. She has such a distinctive voice. She's got her own sound, and as an artist myself, that's always been an influence of mine. That I really hope to become somebody that has their own sound. You know, that's not trying to be anybody else. And that's what I want to tell other people. You know, you can do it. Believe in yourself, keep going, be yourself. We're all unique, we're all different in our own way, and there is nothing wrong with that whatsoever. So do it. Oh god, I just get too uplifted, too excited to say that. But yeah, just whatever your dream is, guys, if you're listening, don't give up, you know. That's what I'd say.
Mm. You're gonna laugh later along this interview when I say something to you along those regards. That
Oh,
is actually a flow within how I interview. Uh,
really? No
mhm,
way. Oh my gosh, I love that. Oops,
yeah.
have I spoke too soon? I'm
No,
sorry. I'll
no,
hold it
no, no,
back.
no, 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 no,
Well, that's
no.
good.
You didn't speak too soon. You're not overexcited. This is great.
Oh.
I
Oh,
will.
good, I'm glad.
I will accept any warmth that I feel and see. Yes, I love it. I
Oh.
love it. So, did you want to do anything besides anything that involves entertainment?
Oh, um, I can't think of many other things other than music, acting, modeling, but
Mhm.
I am also a drama teacher. So at an academy, and I teach kids as well drama. So I feel like that was something because I wanted to kind of through experience inspire others to, you know, to develop their craft as well. So I think that that's kind of something that I've a path that I've took as well. But you know, musically, that's the dream. The singing, you know, the acting, that's for me for definite. But yeah, I love teaching too.
I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, you do have a you do have a compunction to want to embrace others, and you want to share. And I've
Yes.
learned that with teachers, one of the greatest qualities they is that they want to share the things they learn, and I love that. I love that about
Mhm.
you. All
Oh.
right, so what were the things that you learned as a child that you now take with you?
Oh, be kind. That's a major thing for me. I just feel like whoever you meet, you just don't know who you're going to meet, and you've got, you know, just be so careful. I guess about what you say because you just don't know. I mean, being at school, I mean, oh gosh, I'm taking it to a different place here. Totally. I hope this doesn't sound sad.
Yeah.
But being at school, I mean, a lot of kids. not just me. There's a lot of us that go through, you know, where we're being bullied and things like that for, you know, for being different. And there's nothing wrong with being yourself, you know, not at all. And I think that's something I've always taken, that I believe in Christian values of being good to other people, you know, and being caring and being kind. And I think that is really important. Yeah, just keep doing that, keep being kind, and you put positive energy into the world, and you'll make people feel positive too, and then they'll bring it to other people, and then it'll go round into a big circle, and actually it will help everyone. But I mean, that's the hope. Sounds a bit dramatic, but I'd say that's true. Kind of true.
We'll be back with more right after this.
I want to do a TED Talk, but I don't have anything to talk about yet. I'm getting there.
Life is for the living. We're not here that long.
You can learn anything you want to learn without any money spent.
What do I really enjoy? What do I really want out of life?
I am your host, WIZE.
Are you in a life holding pattern? Well, this is for you. Welcome to the Stuck in My Mind podcast. There's a 100% chance of a laugh thunderstorm. Four men with different viewpoints take a movie, show, or documentary and review it uncensored, unfiltered, uncompromised, with no holds barred. Join BS3, Wilkes, King Doc, and H-Rap B as they take on Hollywood their own way. BS3 Network proudly presents The Forecast, where H-Rap B always predicts,
if I owe you something, I ain't got it. And if you need it, get it from God.
live every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure. Singer-songwriter, actress, and model Chloey Rose joins me in Revelations. I didn't mean to cut you off there, so
It's
sorry.
all good. I'm enjoying the little chapters in this video. It's very nice.
I love that, chapters. I have to remember saying that. I love that. And you sufficiently opened the way. You opened the way so beautifully and so brightly. And so now I'm going to do something a little different.
Ooh.
With normal first time guests, they're going to be segments that we normally go into, but for you, it's going to be a little different. So we're going to actually debut a segment called "What's the 411?" And with What's the 411, we try to get information at a deeper level. So my first question to you for this segment is this. Which came first, being an actress, being a singer-songwriter, or being a model?
Oh, being a singer-songwriter, it's my biggest love. I could not see myself doing anything other than that, really. So yeah, I'd say singing. I can tell you a little story about it, or shall I stop? Shall I wait? Is there any more question? Am I okay? Yeah, so when I was 9 years old, maybe even before that, Cole, actually, went abroad, went on the karaoke, sounds a bit cheesy, and was obsessed at the time with My Heart Will Go On. Loved that song, loved Titanic, loved Celine Dion. Anyway, I went up on stage, and it was the first time singing in front of an audience, sort of thing. The whole room went completely silent,
Right.
and they turned to mum and dad, and they were like, some of the audience were coming up saying, "She's got a little, for a little person, she's got this big voice, And then that's where it came from. I felt like I was always like driven to feel the emotion of the music, if you know what I mean. Whether I was just trying to sing along myself, I really felt the music. And I think from that moment as well, I was like, yeah, I really want to be, right. I want to be a singer. And also, like the Spice Girls, I loved Emma from the Spice Girls, Baby Spice. So I think that was an influence as well when I was very young. And it's not gone away since then, Cole. It's kept going, and I'm still doing it. So
Celine Dion and Spice Girls. Okay.
oh
All
yeah,
right.
very different.
Yeah, very diverse. Okay. All right. I wasn't expecting those acts. A little more Celine I was
Oh yeah,
expecting. Spice Girls I was not, but still
yeah, very
pleasantly
different.
surprised.
Very. Kate Bush is my favorite though. She's incredible. She
Yeah.
is like, the be all, definitely. And
Yeah.
who else? Eva Cassidy. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, what a voice. Amy Winehouse. Sorry, I
Oh
can
yeah.
name so many. Incredible. One of the best singers, songwriters, I think. My opinion, of course, but I just love her.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Now you mentioned you're a teacher, so
Yeah.
that I hear teacher, I think formal degree. So where did you get said formal training, and what was your degree?
Yeah, so first I did a degree in performing arts. So lots of acting. I just love that kind of thing, and I did that for about 3 years at with Hull University, and then I went on to Bishop Grotest University and did my PGCE in secondary drama, so that I could teach children as well, and not adults, but like sixth formers, so kids
Right.
from 11 to 19.
Right.
So yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. And you obviously you love teaching. That seems to go without saying.
Oh yes, but singing is the
Right.
ultimate for me.
Okay. Well, if singing is your ultimate, which I figured it was, uh who are your singing influences?
Oh gosh, I know I keep saying this.
Mhm.
Kate Bush, massively.
So you love her voice too. Okay.
Yeah, Taylor Swift.
Okay.
I feel like it's that with Taylor, it's that pop but kind of country influence to it, which
Right.
I feel some of the music that I've recently written could go with that quite
Mm.
well. And then
Mm.
Kate Bush, because she's so emotive in her songs, and you can feel
Yeah.
everything that she's saying. She always tries to tell a story, and
Yeah.
and in some ways, I guess that's what I try to do as well.
hmm Yeah. I could see that. I could see that. Yeah. You like to take us on journeys. I love that. I love songwriters who are that way. So besides Kate Bush,
Yeah.
and yeah, besides her, who are your songwriting influences?
Songwriting influences. Oh gosh. There's so many, Cole. There's so many. Definitely Amy Winehouse. Definitely Adele. The reason I'd say Adele is because when she writes, you can tell that she's writing from something she's experienced, something that she's
Right.
emotionally gone through. And
Right.
I really think that the best songs come from the heart. You feel the emotion, and it's authentic. And I always try to write something, whether it's the journey I've gone through, whether it's a loss, whether it's a heartbreak, I try and channel that into my own songs. And yeah, so I'd say in that way, she's definitely an influence of mine. Also Ben Howard, he might not be as he's a really good songwriter. He's not as well known as Ed Sheeran, but he's like really, really good in England. And yeah, he's like indie folk
Right.
type of music, but he's inspired me as well.
Yeah.
And Lana Del Rey. I could go on forever.
Yeah.
On forever, Carl.
What type of mark do you want to make with your music?
Yeah, with my music, I really want to be able to share it with many people, but for them to be uplifted, for them to like feel good or to not doubt the self. Do you know what I mean? Because I think in the past with things, I've doubted a lot of things. And there's been times, I mean, we all have it, don't we, where we think, oh, shall I just give up? Am I good enough? Am I this? Am I that? You know, keep going, persevere. And that's what I'm trying to show in my music. And I hope that if other people can listen to it and think, you know what? Chloe's just said it. Let's do it. I can do it too. You know, and another thing, I modeling wise, I ended up being Miss Lincolnshire and got to the final of Miss Great Britain. But the thing is, I didn't do it as a looks thing or anything like that. There was a talent section, Cole, and I thought, you know what, I'll have a go. But it just shows that I got into it. So if I can do it, they can do it. Do you know what I mean? I'm only 5'4". I'm not tall at all. I mean, all these models, they were gorgeous. But you don't know where you'll end up if you believe. So, you know, I'm trying to hopefully bring that to it. That's the message I'm trying to share, I guess.
Well, yes, you were easy on the eyes, but definitely the beauty that I see in you is because you want to radiate such positivity. And that is what is true beauty anyway.
Oh, yeah, it's not. And that's the thing with these, even modeling and with these pageants as well. Nowadays, I think sometimes, you know, it can be perceived as, oh, it's about how you look. But nowadays, it's not. It's about how can you help a charity? What can we do for other people?
Right.
How can we spread the message? And that's what's important. That's what it's about. So, yeah, if you're interested in that stuff as well, you know, go for it. If you want to make a difference, go for it, you know. But yeah, in I know you were saying about making your mark. I would love, and this sounds crazy, to be a worldwide recording artist. I know it sounds crazy, but worldwide would be insane. Or this is another thing, right? Have a song on a soundtrack for a film or a TV show, okay? But I would always wanted to do a song for Bond. You know, the James Bond. So that would be awesome. But, you know, it's a dream. I can't let my dreams float away and get too carried away. But why not? Why not think about it? Even if it never happens, if you aim for the tallest tree, Cole, you know, you might hit a branch somewhere. So that's the main thing.
Yeah.
With Chloey Rose after the break. Poppy J.
If it wasn't consensual, you gotta protect the parties, you gotta be cautious. But this is two consensual adults. There's nothing to protect.
Wise El Jefe.
Could that be? Could it be that? Could it be that? He's not getting the box all the time. He's not getting that slobber knocker.
BS3 Network proudly presents the crew from the New York boroughs who never wants that smoke. Nah, they want that fire. Poppy J and Wise El Jefe, Fridays at 10 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure. Alicia.
You can't hold somebody to that standard if you haven't voiced what you want and what you're needing from that.
Mika.
If you're not communicating expectations, you're waiting for your feelings to be hurt.
Nicole.
A lot of people don't want to take the time out to be alone and to get themselves together.
Ivan.
You got to be willing to work through stuff. And from the jump street, y'all done had problems. Maybe you don't need to be working through those.
BS3 Network proudly presents Queen 3 and King podcast. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
Singer, songwriter, actress, and model Chloey Rose joins me on Revelations. She has opened the way. She has given us some vital information to her life and to her muse or muses. And now we're going to debut another segment, and it is called 21 Questions. Now, this will be rapid fire thoughts to get a better feel for you, but I think we have a really good feel of you anyway. But this will be an even better feel of you. All right, so it is as describes. I will be asking 21 questions, and I'll end the segment after I get the last question. So, if you're ready, and and I ask the questions, and basically like one sentence answers or so, one two sentence answers.
Oh gosh, okay. So I've got to be pretty fast. Is it like a yes or no, or we'll find out? We'll find out.
Yeah. All right, so I'll start with this one. If you couldn't sing, act, or model, what would you be doing?
Nursing. Be a nurse.
Okay. Just like your mother. Okay.
Yes.
I can see that. You have a heart for people. I can see that. What would you so you said that you would love to be a war recording artist.
Yeah.
Would you want to have a career in Hollywood?
Yes, absolutely. That would be insane. Yes, definitely, of course.
All right. So not just a song on the soundtrack, but okay, a career acting in Hollywood too. All right. So if someone were to ask you, your range, how would you describe your vocal range?
Ooh. Oh gosh, I don't want to say it in a way that sounds, I like to make everybody to sort of make their mind up, but I'd say it's like a breathy. I can go sort of mezzo soprano, which can be quite low, and then it can go quite high up. But I don't know how I'd describe that. I feel like I'd maybe let people make their own mind up on that one. Just see what they think.
Okay.
I can do classical.
Okay.
Musical theatre too. Pop, jazz, stuff like that.
Okay. All right. You answered this a little bit, but this will be a little personal-ish.
Okay.
So do you feel the need to channel your pain into art?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. It's healing. It can heal people for sure. Definitely.
I love that answer.
Oh, thank you.
I love that answer because normally people will go the catharsis route.
Really?
You want to go this pain I felt and I've gotten past this. This is how you get past it yourself.
Yeah.
I love that angle a whole lot more. Yay. Okay, so I know you've performed many songs. What cover song do you like to perform on stage the most?
Cover song that I like to perform on stage the most? Oh, crikey. I need to be quick with this. There's so many. I like to do Valerie. That's a fun one to do. Someone Like You, Adele.
Okay.
It's a bit slower, but I like it. Running Up That Hill. I know it's big at the minute. I just love doing that at the moment.
Okay.
Wonderwall's quite a good one to do.
Oasis. Okay.
Yeah. Gosh, I keep going. I know these are meant to be short answers, but I'm terrible at giving short answers, Cole, honestly.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll flip it. What original song do you like to perform the most?
Oh, Golden Sun, the new song, and Hearts on the Line. Because it's more, Hearts on the Line is quite mellow. It's a bit of a love song. And Golden Sun to sing, it makes you feel uplifting. Well, it makes me feel uplifting when I'm singing it. And I'm hoping that other people feel that way too.
Okay. All right. With whom would you like to share the stage?
Oh my gosh. Kate Bush. I know I keep saying this. I do. I'm dreadful. Lewis Capaldi. Oh, he would be amazing. I would love to duet with him. Ben Howard. Sam Fender. Let me think about some more.
Okay.
Let me think about some more. Oh, I didn't mean to sound demanding. Oh, crikey. Who else? Let me think about this. Diana Ross. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Oh, there's so many. Sting. from the Police.
Oh wow.
He's insane. What a
Yeah.
voice. Paolo Nutini. I could go, the list is endless at this point. More duets. Let's do this.
Nice. All right. What is the best role you have ever played?
Oh, in acting,
In acting.
I would say Nina. The character was called Nina, and it was a BBC production. And it was in the Lincoln Castle grounds, and I was on a horse and cart, and I went, any chance of a lift as far as Lincoln? And I was a little bit rough and tumble, this character, it was ever so funny, got on the horse and cart, started singing on this gorgeous horse and got off it. But yeah, I loved that. I'd say that was one of my favourite characters to play.
Nice. All right. I know this answer would be singing, but besides this one, would you quit everything else to focus on one art discipline that didn't involve singing?
Acting. It would. It's got to be. You know me. It'd have to be. You know me. You can tell already. It's got to be singing. But yeah, if I couldn't sing to save my life, and it was dreadful, and I couldn't sing, I'd say acting.
Okay.
Well, I hope it's not dreadful. I mean, people might listen and think, "Oh dear," But fingers crossed. Fingers crossed they'd like it, Cole. But we'll see. See what people think.
Gosh, you're so delightful.
Oh dear.
All right. So when people hear you sing,
Yeah.
what is the one singer they say you remind them of most?
I'd say Adele, Paloma Faith, a little bit of Taylor Swift. Trying to think if there's. I'd say there's there's somebody called oh, my mind's gone with it, but I like Fleetwood Mac. I don't know why I've said that really randomly. Probably not that, but I still really like it. Sorry, it just popped into my head.
No,
I just
okay.
like Fleetwood Mac.
No,
Not that
that's
that's relevant, but yeah, I'd say mainly probably Adele, Paloma Faith, Taylor Swift. But I try to have my own sound, if you know what I mean. But
of course,
I'd say on those lines.
Okay. So which do you like more, singing or songwriting?
Oh, both. Oh, I can't pick because they both go hand in hand, you see. Singing? No. Songwriting? No, it's both. I can't make a decision. It's got to be both. Oh, dear. It's got to be both, Cole.
All right. Okay, fine. I won't force you to choose which one.
Yeah.
Where do you gather the most strength in the creative process?
Gather the most strength? Oh, in what way? Do you mean? Sorry, I'm trying to think about it.
Do you gather the strength in? I think this is a great topic to write about.
Yeah.
Do you gather the most strength in writing it down, or do you gather the most strength in delivering the vocal, or do you gather the strength in writing out, literally writing out the notes to the song?
I would say delivering it, because I feel connected to the lyrics, so that the emotion tends to come through that way. So I'd say that's where my strength comes from. Yeah, the delivery of it.
Okay, all right.
I hope that it comes across authentic, if that makes sense.
Oh, it makes plenty of sense. All right.
Yeah.
So, does romance have to take a back seat to your career?
No. Well, I thought it did, Cole. Now, it would have done before, right? And obviously, music is my life. But I've met somebody who's wonderful, and I feel like he's going to stick around. So we'll see. He's going to stick around. I hope so. So I don't think it will matter, because I think he'll support me with my music, and that's really rare, because I never thought I'd find that, because I think what I worry about is if I'm traveling somewhere, how would that affect it? But yeah, music is my life for sure, but I've met somebody, and I'm hoping that it won't affect it. But I mean,
Awesome.
you can only see, can't you?
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah. And I
he's,
hope he
he's so
treats you
cute.
the way you're supposed to be treated. Oh, that is
Um,
awesome.
ah.
Okay, so which song in your catalog was hardest to write?
Hardest to write? Oh gosh. There's a few, Cole. There really, really is. Hardest to write, if I was saying from an emotive point of view, I'd probably say Golden Dreams, not Golden Sun, Golden Dreams. So that was one of the first songs I wrote. And for me, it took me to a place that was where it was very sad. There was a bit of heartbreak in there, I'm afraid. Yeah, that would have been the hardest one in terms of emotion. You know, when you were saying about healing,
Right.
that's definitely that song that was definitely healing for me. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
Awesome. And normally those songs are the best for you
Yeah.
when you
Yeah.
get to the finished product. Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally understand that.
Yeah.
So
It's
do
been
you
a journey.
Yeah, definitely. So do you prefer to write songs by yourself, or do you prefer to collaborate with someone else?
Well, I like to write them on my own, but you know what? I actually prefer collaborating now. You get so much more ideas, and I'm currently working and co-writing with my really good friend Harry. And honestly, he's so quirky. He's really determined, and he's also produces the music as well. And sometimes we'll be sat there, and he'll come up with some ideas, and I'll go, "Harry, that was really good." And it's just nice, you know. I feel like there's so much more you can add to a song when you're working with more people, because they're going to have a different opinion, aren't they? So you can sort of, you know, bring that into it a bit more. So yeah, I do like the collaboration side for sure. Definitely.
Okay. And yeah, your spirit invites collaboration. So that is awesome to hear. Which topics that you haven't sung yet or written about yet, you would like to write about in the future?
Oh. I would say sounds a bit of a strange one, really, but I like the fact of doing like a real Americana song, you know, where it's like very story based too. You know, you sat with your dog and you're going, I don't know, maybe something based around that, or I haven't written a song about my best friend, and I might do something like that because she's, oh gosh, it sounds dramatic, but she's passed now. And I would like to maybe write something for her. I don't know. That would be nice to write something about that. Because I think a lot of my songs so far, it's been based on like heartbreak, love, some disappointment, you know, self-belief. But I've not gone round that route. So maybe that would be nice to dedicate one to her, I think. I don't know why I've thought that. I think this conversation, it's making me think about deeper things, which is really nice. It's great. It's I like that. So yeah, thank you.
No problem.
There you go.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Now, you mentioned your register earlier in this segment.
Yeah.
Do you prefer to sing in your upper register or your lower one?
Both. I can't pick again. I can't pick. Oh, I can't. Honestly, what am I like? I keep saying both. I'd say both because the higher register offers something maybe that sounds a bit more sweeter. It brings the song up a gauge, but I feel like the lower register, the breathier, you know, it brings out the emotion more. I'd say, you know, the grit, if you must say the grit. You know, I don't know.
I totally understand that. I'm not on your levels of singing, but I can dabble. And
I'd like to know about this.
And there are many who say that they love to hear when I do falsetto, and I'm thinking, it's cool, and I love doing it for the same reason as you stated, because you can emote a little better, at least for me, in the upper register. But I love the lower register because I get to feel like I do more of me and I put more of me into the vocal. So I totally understand why you would pick both. Personally, I understand why you would pick both.
It seems to be both on everything, doesn't it? any multiple choice questions, it's like, oh no, I'll just pick both.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so if you had a choice, what artist would you want to write a song for most other than yourself?
I'd love to write a song for I mean, would she need me to write a song for her? Is the question. Kate Bush. She doesn't need me to write a song. She's awesome. Taylor Swift. She's awesome as well. I mean, she doesn't need that, but that would be awesome. I would, somebody like that. I would say.
Okay.
Maybe
All right.
Ella Henderson. Maybe even write with Ella Henderson, because she actually Ella Henderson's done really well in Britain, and she had a lot to do with the X Factor. But she's actually from Tetney, which is very close to me.
Okay.
She actually comes from my area, so yeah, you never know.
Right.
Maybe not write, maybe co-write. Because
Okay.
obviously she doesn't need somebody to write for her, because I'm sure she's awesome. But if we
Right.
write a song together, then that would be great.
Okay.
You never know.
You're right. You don't. You're right.
Yeah.
All right. You named one of these moments. Let me see if you can think of another. So, what would be your "I'm at the top of my game" moment?
Touring the world. Okay. Touring my music around the world. A song on a film. And just people just, what would be insane is loads and loads of people saying, "Oh, I've just heard your song," blah blah blah. Like loads. Like if it reached worldwide, and yeah, preferably the touring side of it. But you can dream, can't you?
Totally.
Touring the world. Yeah.
Totally. All right. How would you describe your career thus far?
It's gone well so far, I feel. It's been amazing, because I feel like I've had a lot of support from BBC Introducing as well, and making the song track of the week and featured artist of the week, and that has been incredible. I feel like it was great writing with Gary Clark as well. So he's an established songwriter, and he's wrote for Natalie Imbruglia, Delta Goodrem, the Wonder People, like that. And I think I will never forget that. Writing with him it really was incredible. So I'll never forget that. That was a crucial moment that I won't forget.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I'm going off on a tangent now. I'm just carried away with a question. Sorry.
Yeah. No, that's okay. No, that's fine. All right. So in 5 years, Chloey Rose will be fill in the blank.
Touring the world, worldwide, with a song on a film or TV show. That would be awesome.
More conversation with Chloey Rose on the other side. This is Revelations. This is a BS3 Network presentation. Politics.
They'll write the law, but they'll enforce it differently. Is that going to apply both ways?
Religion.
God never said that we can't reason together. Matter of fact, he said, let us sit and reason together.
Relationship.
I believe that everybody wants and needs somebody.
From a man's perspective.
They say, girls, if I put some polish on that and get him to buy some different clothes, girl, he could be a winner chicken dinner.
Join the thought engineer.
There's nothing wrong with me developing my piece and you developing your piece, but understand the goal is to come together.
And comedian John Yogi.
Negro, I don't need you putting on no chapstick up there in the pulpit. You do that over there in your chair.
Get ready for
Man Talk Monday. Woo!
Live every Monday at 7 p.m. Central. Are you looking for something to do on your lunch break? Well, there's a show on the BS3 Network that has only 4 words to say to you.
We ready. We ready. We ready for y'all. We ready. We ready.
The Lunch Break with AJ, powered by JM&E. Live weekdays at noon Central. You want to watch these interviews commercial free? Well, now you can. Revelations is on Patreon. Become a patron today.
Singer-songwriter, actress, model, Chloey Rose. She joins me on Revelations. She has opened the door the way, I should say. She has given us a lot of good information, and she went through a rapid round of 21 questions. But I think now it is time to bring all of that to light. Bring the light. Now, here's the part where I think you're going to probably chuckle, because it brings to light all of us shine in a unique way, and you shine in a way like none other.
Oh, you are so kind, honestly. See, being kind, being lovely, you're shining, you're bringing the positivity. So thank you.
Oh,
It
no
makes
problem.
my day.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, everyone's got their own light. Everyone's got their own gift, their own talent, whatever it is. Is it art? Is it teaching? Is it plumbing? Is it anything? Is it building? Go for it. Whatever it
Definitely.
is.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. So take me into the writing room. What was the process of your writing Golden Sun?
Yeah. We started writing it. I wrote it with my really good friend Harry, and we wrote it about 2 months ago. And it took us crazily. It only took us the evening, which I can't believe this, to write it, because usually songs can take the whole week. It took one evening, and it started really with Harry playing the guitar. I would hum, improvise the tune, try and figure out the melody. Sometimes coming up with some real silly lines and thinking, yeah, that's a throwaway, not going to use that. And and I remember coming up with the chorus for Golden Sun, and I turned to Harry and I went, oh, I said, that sounds quite good, actually. I think this is the makings of a good song. So it was sort of the chorus that we started with. But yeah, that tends to be the process. I'll be sort of, improvising on the spot some lyrics to come up with over the song. And we always have, a little bit, which has been nice today. We've had that nice conversation with each other as well. Usually I have that with Harry. We have a conversation about what's happened recently, and then that seems to drive the song. So whatever we've spoke about, we seem to write about. So that's also the process as well. And then we record it, and it's no pressure. So that's always good. And we just put the track down.
Yeah.
Not as easy as that, though. That makes it sound like we literally pressed a button. No.
What uplifting, obviously, is one of the messages. What are the other messages you want to get across with Golden Sun?
Yeah, Golden Sun is because in the lyrics it's to step right out of the light into the golden sun, no, to step right out of my life. I'm sorry, I didn't even get the lyrics right. And it's sort of just about sort of empowering yourself and having that self-belief, because in the lyrics, I'm sort of referring to what's old, what's been, what I was before, and what I've become. So, having that confidence to become that new version of yourself, because obviously over time we do change as individuals, don't we, through our experiences, through people we connect with. And that's kind of what I really want people to get from it, to feel uplifted, to have that self-belief, to not doubt themselves, and just step out and just be who you want to be, the dream that you want to be, whether there's a career that you really want to go to, don't doubt it. And if somebody said to you, oh, I'm not sure if that's right for you, but if you believe it is, try not to let that affect you either. Just be positive and surround yourself around positivity, and you will bring positivity as well. I always believe that anyway. So it's worth a go.
Chef's kiss in that advice, because I totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. All right. I know I'm saying this to a songwriter, so I will still ask this anyway. Do you have moments where you don't want to be so emotionally transparent with your music?
That's really made me think. I don't think so. I feel the majority of the time, but I do like that question. The majority of the time, I feel like I have to feel like I'm connecting with the words, or there's some emotion in there, whether it's something I've heard or something I've gone through, because I feel if I don't connect with it, I feel like it won't come across through the song. So I'd say I have to feel, whether it's the healing side of it or whether it's just connected emotionally to what I'm writing to drive the song. I feel like I need that, because if I don't, that gives me the sort of writer's block thing where I'm like, oh, what do I write about? Because I have to feel that connection to it. When you pull to something and you're like, oh, that's the right thing, this feels good, I have to feel that, otherwise I'm like, no, I can't carry on writing that. I know. Right. I just don't know why. That's the vibe I feel about it. Yeah,
I can understand that. Totally.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What direction do you want your musical career to head? And what direction do you want your music itself to go next?
Yeah. So I feel more like American based, really. I feel like it would work. I feel like this is only, I don't, I know it's only my opinion, and other people may have a totally different opinion on it, but I feel like it would work well with like Nashville and in places like that, a bit like Taylor Swift, because she's got that country twee to her as well, but she's also poppy, and I feel that that's where I'd be going with it. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think of what the other question is. Oh, the direction of it. I'd just say, more than anything, I hope that it would go well in America. That would be the ultimate place that I'd love the music to be played, for sure. Definitely.
It is absolutely funny and ironic. I am based near Nashville, so
no
yes.
way, really?
Yes, I am literally 10 minutes from downtown, 10 minutes from the airport, and about 15 minutes from downtown Nashville. So I can tell you there are many who look like you who have those same type of propensity and have that same type of talent.
Yeah.
I doubt if they have the same type of heart that you do, but yeah. I think you'll be heading somewhere if you were to do that.
Oh, that would be awesome. I'd love to. I would love that. Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there is simply no question about it. Your light is shining bright, and man, we want your light to continue to shine. And however we can make that happen on a permanent basis, let us know.
Oh, let it shine.
That's right. That's right. Singer-songwriter, actress, and model Chloey Rose joins us from across the pond on Revelations. And now we have come to the time of the show where we, in honor of the hip-hop group De La Soul, we go plug Tunin. And this is simply the case where the guest gets to plug or promote anything to his or her, and in this case, it's her, heart's desire. So it doesn't matter. It could be anything that you want. I will roll out the red carpet to you. Chloe, the floor is yours.
Oh, thank you. Well, first of all, I just wanted to say I've loved taking part in this show today. It's been awesome. So I've got a new single that is out. It's called Golden Sun. It is on all music platforms at the moment. So if you're looking for a pop acoustic type of piece of music that's going to make you feel uplifted, get ready to be out in the sun, then that could be the type of track for you to listen to. So if you head over to Facebook, Instagram, I'm on there. It's at Chloey Rose, CHLOEY Rose, and on Spotify as well, Amazon Music. If you check out that, if you want to, no pressure. And I hope that you'll like the music. Come and join me. And yeah, you're welcome to send me a DM, send me a message, and I'd love to speak to you all. That'd be great. There you go.
Wow. And coming from a person who loves, sobs up, and enjoys music that actually speaks and means something, I love your stuff.
Oh, thank you so much. Honestly, you make my day.
Thank you.
You
Thank
too.
you.
I'm loving this. This is great. This whole thing is awesome. I'm loving the show.
Thank you so much.
And I love that. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I love that changing the world one conversation at a time. I really love that. I think that's great. And it's very like uplifting and inspiring, the message that you're trying to put out there. So keep doing what you're doing because you're doing awesome. And I love taking part.
Thank you so much. Oh, wow. Singer, songwriter, model, actress, all around good person. And a newfound friend.
Yes. Of
Chloe
course.
Rose. She joined me on Revelations. And yes, we're going to have to invite her back because this was such a wonderful experience for me. Thank you so very much.
Yes, please. I would love to be back. Thank you. Thank you very much. I've loved it.
Someone who only wants to bring joy to your day is a refreshing sight. You always hear about someone being all sunshine, having a rosy disposition. Once we see a person who genuinely is full of joy, it gives you hope for life. So when I talked with Chloe, that's exactly what I felt and how I felt. It felt good to be around someone so pleasant. The Bible says, a man who has friends must be friendly himself, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. It's obvious that Chloe Rose has friends because she showed herself to be friendly with me. That wonderful generosity goes a mighty long way. Yes, she has a nice voice and songwriting talent, but the human being is world class. Chloe brightened my day just by our conversation.
Many thanks to Chloe Rose for giving us her perspective on life. And why don't you join me every Tuesday on YouTube, where you get to see a different person being interviewed each week, and also BS3 Network. You will also see me on TV do the same thing. For changing the world one conversation at a time, I'm Cole Johnson, and this has been Revelations.
Thank you for tuning into Revelations. To download this episode, go to Acast and type Revelations. For apparel, go to Spring and type Revelations. Music by Lakey Inspired.